Hey, Veronica, do you have a quick second? I just have a question.
Yeah.
Are you done with today's project?
Yeah, I finished that project a little bit ago.
Could I please bother you to help Jenny? She's just falling a little
Oh,
behind.
sure. Absolutely. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'll help her out. No problem.
Hey, Veronica. I know that you are Speedy Gonzalez and you probably finished that project already.
Yeah, I emailed it to you about 20 minutes ago.
Trust me, your hard work does not go unnoticed. Do you think you could help Jenny again today?
Sure. No problem.
Hey, Veronica, are you done with today's project?
No, I'm actually still working on today's project.
Oh, okay. Well, if you get a moment, do you mind helping
Yeah,
Jenny?
if I get done, I'll go over and help her. But for right now, I'm still working on it.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Girl, I thought you were done with that.
Of course I'm done. I've been done for 2 hours.
Then why don't you want to help Jenny? What'd she do to
It's
you?
not that I don't want to help her. The quicker that I get my work done, the more I'm having to help somebody else. She gets paid more than I do, and she does half the work that I do. Okay? So no, I'm not going to do extra work. That means I'm doing my work plus her work. I'm not going to do it. So I'm just going to tell her that I'm going to stop doing my projects fast. I'm just going to do my projects in the time that it takes everyone else to do the projects. Otherwise, I'm doing double the work for less money. Absolutely not.
Hey, Veronica, do you have a second?
Yep.
I just needed to bring it to your attention because I was told that you're a little difficult to work with and a little combative.
Who told you that?
I can't really tell you who told me to avoid.
What you mean you can't tell me?
Well, to avoid any conflicts or, hostile work environment.
Okay. And what was the situation that made me difficult to work with?
I feel like if I tell you that, it narrowed down the person that it was with. So
you're coming to me telling me that someone thinks I'm difficult to work with. You won't tell me who it is, and you won't tell me what the situation was.
I just wanted to bring it to your
If this was a court of law, I have the right to face my accuser. How do you know that this person doesn't have a personal vendetta against me?
I didn't.
How do you know that this person's intentions are legit and not just trying to get me fired or try to get me in trouble when I can't defend myself adequately because you won't tell me who it is?
I just wanted to bring it up so you could work on your behavior.
Well, I can't fix a problem that I don't know is happening. If you won't tell me what the situation was or who the person was, then we don't even need to be having this conversation.
I'm just trying to keep the peace. I don't want you to be difficult.
I'm not trying to be difficult. But if you're going to come accusing me of something, then I want to be able to look that person in the face and make sure that they're being honest about what they're saying. But you want to protect them, that's fine. We don't need to have this conversation. And if we need to have it, then we're going to go to HR, and then all of us are going to be there, including this mystery person.
Hey, Veronica, how are you? Do you have a quick second?
Yeah, what's up?
We've been reviewing late fees and how much we've been collecting, and your name came up as one of the reps that has been waiving a significant amount of fees. We really just need to collect these fees. We don't want you waiving late fees when it's not warranted.
I'm actually glad that you brought this up. What you guys need to do is start holding escalations accountable, because out of the last 20 calls that I've transferred to escalations in the past month, 15 have gotten their fees waived after I followed policy and said no. So escalations gets to be the hero. No, I'm just going to be the hero. I'm going to lower my talk time, and I'm going to be able to make these customers happy. This way my scores go up and I don't have to worry about being on the phone with them forever, fighting for no reason. If as soon as I transfer them, they throw a little tantrum and they get their fees waived. So instead of holding me accountable for waiving too many fees, hold your escalations people accountable for not backing up the frontline agents, because we're the ones that are up here getting yelled at, getting screamed at, and then they get to be the hero. Nope. I'm putting on my cape. I'm the hero now. Just call me Super V. Well, actually, that might sound inappropriate depending on how and when, where, and why you say it. So anyway, that's my take on that. So thank you for bringing it up, but I'm not changing my behavior until your escalations people change theirs.
Veronica, do you have a quick second?
Yeah.
I was approving payroll and I noticed that there were some additional hours on your timesheet.
Yes, I added 2 hours to my timesheet for last week.
Why would you add 2 hours of pay?
Well, because you called me at home on Thursday, remember?
Yes, of course I remember the phone call. I didn't think it was that big of a deal.
You asked me to check my emails. You actually asked me to respond to a couple of the emails because they were time sensitive. So anything after 5 p.m. is now considered freelance time, and I have a minimum of 2-hour pay that I require on my own time.
And I saw that you put it as overtime?
Yes, of course I put it as overtime. It was over the 40 hours that I had already provided you for the week.
I just don't know if upper management's going to approve this. I don't know if they're going to approve the 2 hours.
What do you mean you don't know if they'll approve it? Did you ask them for approval before you called me at home and asked me to do work on my own time? I don't know how you're going to figure this out, but I worked. And again, anything after 5 o'clock is my time. And as a freelance contractor on my own time, I require a minimum of 2 hour pay. So I don't know how you're going to pay it, but I worked those 2 hours. It took me just about those 2 hours to read all the emails you wanted me to read and respond to them. So I'm not sure how you're going to figure it out, but I expect to see those 2 hours on my paycheck.
Your generation is something else.
If by something else you mean we don't let corporations take advantage of us and guilt us into giving them every possible moment of our lives for barely any pay, sure, I'll be something else. The only something else I'm worried about is those 2 something extra hours that I'm going to be getting paid. You understand?
Veronica, do you have a second?
Don't I always?
It was brought to my attention that you have a second job.
Yes, I do have a second job. I advised you guys, I think right at the beginning of the year when you guys send out an email asking if we have a second job.
We really would just prefer if you didn't have a second job. We like our people to focus.
What do you mean you would prefer that I didn't have a second job? Why does my second job have anything to do with this job?
We really just prefer for you to focus, on one job, if that makes sense.
Well, as long as I do my job here, when I'm here, you don't have to worry about me not focusing on doing my job here, because I do that when I'm here. After 5 p.m. when I go home, you have nothing to do with that. You don't need to worry what I'm doing with my free time. But I'm not going to let go of my second job.
Listen, girl, I completely get where you're coming from. I just, we like to hone it in. We like to keep our people focused here, avoid any conflicts of interest. It's just very important to us for our employees, our staff, to not be boggled down with, 100 other thoughts from other jobs.
I mean, if it's that important to you, I'm actually willing to let it go.
Really? Okay, good. That's great.
Yeah, I'll let it go. I'm just going to need a new offer letter reflecting the salary increase that I'm going to get to make up for what I'm going to be losing from my second job. So exactly what I'm losing over there is what I need you to bump up my salary to here.
Now, Veronica, I can't do that. I can't do that.
But I thought you preferred me to only have one job. If you prefer me to only work for you, then you're going to do what it takes to keep me only working for you, right? That's what it's going to take. With the cost of living now, there's no way people, including myself, can survive on just one job with a mediocre salary. So I'm happy to quit, but I expect you to make up the difference. Otherwise, you don't have to worry yourself about my second job. So I'm looking at your resume, Veronica, and I just wanted to follow up on something. It shows me here on your resume that you could speak Spanish. Yes, so I put that on there because I could speak Spanish depending on what you're offering. Are you able to give me some more information about your differentials for Spanish speakers? We offer $1 more per hour for Spanish speaking. And is that negotiable? It's not, it's really not negotiable. That's been the going rate for a while now. In that case, uno poquito yo explico español. I mean, I could probably approve up to 150. $1.50 yo puedo hablar español un poquito más y un poquito más rápido. Oh, I see what's happening. So we really do need a Spanish speaker. I could probably get $2.50 approved by the board, but that's the highest that we're going to be able to go. Ah, pues chica, tranquila. Aquí voy a estar hablando español como si fuera el único idioma que sé. Sí, $2.50 la hora más. Está bien. Vamos, dale. Déjame firmar el contrato.